quiet, Timmy. What are you doing up? Aren't you on vacation or having a cookout or something? Rosa. Rosa, what do you need help with, Rosa? Tafara, what do you need help with, Tafara? uh, Cassia? Martin, what do you need help with? Tell me what you need help with, please. David, he's here to help mostly. Marcus, what do you need help with? See, we can't solve your problem if we don't know what it is, because there's probably 500,000 to 1 million websites out there that offer free money and help. And Trump's trying to make you believe it's all gone, or they're putting up roadblocks and stuff like that. So you got to learn to get around all that stuff, because there's always somebody that's going to cause problems, and that's living in a world with other people. If there were no other people, then we wouldn't have a problem. So it's really how to build up resistance to that. And that's not as hard as you think. If you start to learn the system a little more, if you think that, if you're just reading the headlines, that's okay. Rent, car payment, and auto insurance. Okay, Rosa, I don't know if you've seen if you looked at letsgohelp.com there, Let's Go Help 2, I'm sorry, because this is our, it's on Mighty Network. That's the platform we're on. letsgohelp2.co. And if you go there, look over on the left-hand side. Okay, on the left-hand side, you'll see like Let's Go highlights and chat with the co-host, stuff like that. And you go down, you see Let's Go reports. And that's a thing that we really want there, that Let's Go reports. You want to click on that. There's both, they're my reports. One is called Let's Go MetaGrant report, and that's what I use as a cheat sheet to answer problems for people have in getting money for their life and getting free money. I only deal in free money. Okay, I'm not going to, the sources I give you will never charge you anything, okay? That's Google. Everything in Google is going to charge you money. Let's Go Help, every resource will give you money for free or free services. Okay, so download that report and then look at 500 plus mini state reports, okay? And download for your state, that all right there, because then you have 5 active grants that are there. And that gives you an outline of the kinds of things that are help, because people don't realize all the help that's there. So I've broken it down in there for paying your bills and getting out of debt, and another one on getting a job and job training to get a higher paying job, and another one on starting a business, and another one on education, another one on housing, another one on legal help, and it goes on like that. But let's go down. So you download those 2 reports if you're a member now. And we have new members because we just finished the $1 offer. That's only you're eligible for 5 days. So before your 5 days are up, you want to download those 2 reports. The MetaGrant report and the 500 mini state grant reports, okay? Download those, definitely. Okay, that's one thing you want to do. Now, we have the news, next on news, updates. Now, questions channel, okay? That's where you ask questions. Keep asking questions there so we could help it. Unlock your goals. That's a new one we have. We're adding to that all the time. Okay, so basic grant office hours. So that's on Unlock Your Goals. So you see where, welcome. Okay, that takes you through where to find emergency help and basic opportunities to get started with. Okay, then we have home and housing help. You want to go there. If you want to buy a house, that's the place. Pay your debt and bills. If you have debt and bills, okay, who was that? I was just helping a member had problem with debt and bills. So that's where you want to do, is go over to that, unlock your goals on the the table of contents over there, and you want to click on unlock, pay debt and bills. Okay, so that's you'll get most of the help there. I forget what you had. I know bills and debt. Oh, car payment, yes. Auto insurance, okay. Rent, car pay, okay. That's a place for you to start, okay, for that. And all this whole, if you want to get money if you want to get free money, you have to start learning how to call people. If you don't get if you don't call people, you're not going to get anything, okay? And that's why you have to get money to call people, okay? So, I mean, you have to call people to get money. What am I, just words coming out of my mouth, not even thinking what they are. That doesn't work too much at 80. Earlier, my 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s even, that would work okay. I could just say things on remote control. Now that doesn't happen, just garbage comes out. So be careful what I say. So you got pay your bills and debt. You have start a business, and then you get healthcare help, and then also launch a nonprofit. Okay, and that's what that's there. So that's sort of like getting me in a room separately and asking, hey, where do I get money and help? You go to there, because that's me telling you step by step what to do. Hey, where do I go to buy a house? That's me. That's unlock your goals step by step. Help you buy a house. Hey, where do I go to pay my rent or car insurance and stuff like that? That's me, step by step, and where to go. Okay, now, once you follow that, then let's see, who is that on, who needs car payment? Rosa, what's your zip code? I want to see what's there. Sometimes you can get extra things because things change so quickly. So I want to show you how to get the latest on that. So Rosa, tell me your zip code so I could show you how to do this. Rosa, 30144, 30144. Okay, 30144. Now I'm going to go to a website called findhelp.org. This is a very good website. In addition to our stuff, okay, Find Help, because this will tell you a lot of the latest stuff, okay, and new stuff, and there's just too much out there. So that's why we try to just, focus in. Okay, these are the places you start. No matter what you are, you start with those places that we have in Unlock Your Goals. Now, want to know for additions, that may be where you live, and I'm going to put auto insurance. Auto insurance. Oh, no, that's health insurance. Health insurance, unemployment insurance, Georgia Medicaid, GPS, health insurance, not auto insurance. It's just ALS insurance. No. Okay. Looking through, these are help for insurance, but I don't see auto. My plan, I was hoping I'd get an auto or two. No. Operation, no. Okay. Dental, no. Genetics, Social Security, no. Health, no. Life bridge, life health, no. Disabled widows, no. Social Security, and the medical help, no. Okay, for 7 more, I'm gonna All-Star Fund, Pinky Swear, no, that's battling cancer, smart driver online course, AARP, first refresher, designated driver, no. Medicaid, no. Pathways to coverage, no. Medicare, no. Program, no. Okay, that's not there. Okay, now what? Other thing that we want to do is just put in auto, because there may be something there. Car. Ooh, sorry. So I'm putting in car now in findhelp.org. Now there's 41 organizations that help with cars and buying cars, equipped vehicles, Susan Pay It Forward, patient travel assistance, veterans financial assistance, the Pink Fund, financial assistance, Brooke Haley, financial assistance, young colon cancer. We got 40 of them here. There's 40 organizations that help with cars. Foundation Bank provides children receiving care, that's critical financial assistance. Financial assistance, well, maybe. Financial support, fighting cancer, drive-through food pantries. That's interesting. On the road lending, the road lending provides vehicle selection assistance and long-term financial mentoring to address little understood substantial problem, providing a way to low and moderate income. On the road lending, don't know. Safe Kids, Camp Horizon, Freedom Program, Children's Charity. Okay, that's only 20. Let's keep going. See if there's any vehicle modification program. No. SAM Fund Program. Life Interrupt Grants. Oh, that's interesting. Assist the financial burden, energy healing program. Financial assistance, credit counseling, debt management, financial assistance counseling, Live Beyond Cancer, music, financial recovery for musical industry, emergency relief fund. I'm sorry to take this so long. I want to go through. Now, this is in Georgia. I'm looking at findhelp.org, and for the member I just got, I'm looking for auto insurance. Financial assistance, okay, general. That, I think, is probably the best way. They have nothing under car insurance that I could find. I put in car, and there's other things, just about fixing your car, but paying for that. Okay, then that means what you have to do is then go to Find Help, okay? Now, first of all, you want to go through the steps that we have on follow your goals, that one. Unlock your goals, that's what it's called. Okay. So you want to go that first, unlock your goals. Now I went back, I back case to start a new search on findhelp.org. And when I started a new search, then I put in, for your zip code, I put in financial assistance, okay? Okay, now here they are, for your zip code, there's 277 organizations that give out financial assistance. So now you need financial assistance to pay, your auto insurance and stuff like that. So what you have to do is start calling these organizations. Now see, even if they don't help with financial assistance for insurance, to me, they're the people you have to call to shake the trees well enough to find who does offer financial assistance for automobile insurance, because you can't do anything until you get automobile insurance, right? Because you can't take care of your family, you can't do anything. So you want to go get that listing, like I showed you here, this link, financial assistance in your zip code. There, I have it up here. I'm gonna put in a zip code. You gotta put in your zip code here, 30144. So you see this in the chat, okay? I put in zip code 30144. Maybe I spelled the numbers wrong. And here's the link that you'll see, 277. Now this is gonna be a pain in the ass, okay? Because they have nothing listed under auto insurance, but they have emergency help. So emergency help, this to me covers emergency help. So what you have to do is start digging into these programs that offer emergency help. And most of them will not offer emergency help for you, but that's okay. You want to talk to them anyway. Okay, I will call and speak with someone. Offer, I do not. I do find it. Often, after I do find it. Okay, well, that's how you find help, Rosa. You have to talk to people and see, even if they can't help you personally, you ask them who else they think that could help you. Because see, they know other people that help people like you. And so they run into people, they talk to other people. Yes, emergency help. Okay. Well, that's what this is. It's emergency help. And you have to talk to people to find that emergency help. If it's not clear, like for rent, okay, if you want help for rent, then you could go to findhelp.org and look at everybody who's listed under rent. So you're org. Now in your zip code, that 30144, 30144, I'm gonna do that. And now I'm gonna put rent, okay? R-E-N-T. Okay, now there's 62 organizations where you live that help people for rent. So that's what you wanna do then, for rent, not for car. Rent will be different. So you go to this, Rosa, see this link here? And that's where you see 62 organizations. Right now, again, you do the same process. You start calling each of those, even if they're only for veterans or only for, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's not you. That's okay. You talk to them anyway, because their life is helping people with rent problems and getting them money to find rent problems. Now, their organization they work with only covers certain people. You're not in that. That's okay. You talk to them anyway, because they're going to be the most likely people to give you a source of somebody that helps people like you. See, it's a step-by-step thing. It's hard in our life. It's sort of like, if you said, oh, I need to date a man 6 feet tall who has gray, spiky hair and lives in Washington. Well, you know, that's a big ask, yeah. But I'm sure there's a lot of men where you live that you can. So you have to ask, where are they? You know, where else can I go? That's what it's all about. It's like calling a, it's like calling you know, a lawyer to fix your toilet because he's a smart guy or whatever. But he has a fixed toilet. You want somebody who's a fixed toilet because they fixed 100 toilets and they know exactly 99 times out of 100 what's making your toilet not work. So you want to talk to toilet people, not legal people, no matter how smart they are, or your uncle who pretends they know how to fix everything. They don't. You want to, because the world of information is too complex. You could get the answer, like whatever you say about a government grant is right, and whatever you say about a government grant is wrong. So if somebody says you have to make X amount of money, that's right, because that will be for that one program. But there's 600,000 other programs that have different requirements. So you can't say, I don't apply, I'm not eligible for government money because I make too much. Nonsense. You're only not eligible for some government programs because you make too much. Because 80% of all the government programs have no income requirements at all. Why does, Elon Musk gets $8 million a day in government money? Or there's a new program now to fix up your house, up to $40,000 of free money. And there's no income requirement. And the richest people get more money than the poorest people. I mean, it's just crazy, So that's why you can't, I need to cure my eyes. They look very good. Maybe your eyes look very dead because they're not good. You can't see them well. But actually, where was it? There's for eye care. Lots of free eye care. God, I just had it on some report. I need, but look over on the unlock your goals. And unlock your goals on the one for healthcare. We have a section there for paying for healthcare, and there's a section for eyes, and actually it's for, Geraldine is back. Okay, it's for eyes and hearing aid and mental care. See, they're the things that most health insurance don't cover. Everything from the neck up usually is not covered by health insurance. So that's why if you go over to that unlock your goals, and you look in there, and you'll see places where you get free hearing aids, free eye care. Or actually, you could go to Find Help. Let's go to Find Help. And oh, that nice lady I was trying to help who needed a car and needed her rent. And oh, well, in Atlanta, okay, lady in Atlanta, need eye care, okay. Let's see what they got for eye care here. Eye care, okay. Okay, 23 organizations for eye care. That's a free eyeglasses, eye care programs free. And I know you could get a lot of eye care, health care, eye care kind of thing to have people look at, free medical care, right? Okay, there's 23 organizations for help eye care, free prescription glasses, all that kind of stuff. See, it's there. You have options in life, but you have to dig them out. You know, as Tammy knows, you don't get anything with a smile. You get more with a smile, but you have to find out who to smile at. That's what you have to do. I lost my baby blue eyes at 8 years old. Oh, wow. Oh, so you don't see. My wife's along that path. I'm her what do you call it, guide dog? What's the other name for guide dog? I'm looking for Find Help right now for where I live. Good, Paul. What are you looking for in there, Paul? Service dog. That's what I am. I'm Smiley service dog. She can't see very well. It's getting worse. I need help for a business loan. Well, just say you need help, Lazar. Okay, just say you need help. Now, here's what you do. You go over to on the left-hand side, you know, we have unlock your goals. So go over on the left-hand side where we have unlock your goals, okay? And you'll see a tab there for start your business. Okay, that's very important because it shows you where to start, to call people, to talk to. What you want to do is talk to people one-on-one about your business because there's so many free people that are mentors to help people start business that can help you show what kind of options out there, what kind of money you may or may not need and everything. You need help because you don't need help on what you want to do, but our problem is that we're limited on what we think we want to do because we frame that in a way of what we think is out there to help us do things. See, and there's so much more out there to help you do things, but not in the way that you're looking for. So that's why you don't see it and you're not looking for it. So that's what we do is show you, hey, okay, get everything you know about what you need to start a business and start new, because what you have to start doing a business is find out what the what the world looks like for you to start a business, not what you would like it to look like for you to start a business. It's sort of like if you're in the military or whatever, you know, if they're gonna go to battle or something, they have scouts in the military. And the scouts go out to find out, oh, where's the enemy? How far are they? How many people over there? What's over there? And then they come back and tell the general about what's out there, the scouts, okay? And so they know, okay, if they're over there, then what I have to do is do this or whatever. And it's the same way we're starting a business. There's so many ways to start, a million ways to start a business. And that's important that you do the scouting to find out what's out there. And all this is free, and that you get the free help, but otherwise you're spinning your wheels. That's why most businesses fail, because people who want to start the business, they have an idea what should be out there, and they think it is, and so they go out and find help to, on what they need. No, you don't do that way. You go out there and find out what your idea is and how that fits into the possibilities of what's out there. And the only way you could do that well enough is to talk to people who do this all the time. Talk to people who start businesses all the time, or help people start business. This is what we direct you to, is free people that are out in your community, they're local, that are there to help you start or expand any business. And if you want more than what we give you in Expand Your Goals, download this report. It's, what is it now? Tammy, I'm stupid. But you knew that. You want to go to tiny, TINYURL.com, then slash Lesko local business. Okay. Okay, let's go local business. Okay, our report in what do you call it? It's showing my age. Don't tell anybody I'm so fucking old. You want to go here, it'll unlock your goals and follow those steps. Then here's 50 more places where you live. See that tinyurl.com/Lesko local business. That will show you 50 places, more places of where you live that their only mission is to help people in their state, in your city, start or grow a business. And they don't get any money from you. They never charge a nickel. See, that's what it's just amazing to me. But you have to do the pain in the ass job is calling them, and it's not so bad, but people, we all do. If you haven't done it before, you think it's, oh my God, I'm gonna have to call the government. What are they gonna say? I don't know what to say. No, you're calling a human being who gets paid to help you. And so you call them and say, hey, I need help. That's how you start the conversation. You don't have to worry about it. I want to start this business. Can you help me or direct me to someone who may be able to help you, okay? That's what's important. I already know. And that's how you do this. And if one doesn't help you, you go to the next one. Because I just gave you 50 more, and that's it. I need someone to file a 501. Well, David, I wouldn't do that yet until you have a place where you're going to get money for your nonprofit. It's easy to spend money and start a nonprofit. The real work is to find money to support your nonprofit. Spending money to all that stuff, that to me, I'm sure it's not 100% what you said, but it is, because you won't have a nonprofit until you could help somebody. And I guess depending on what that nonprofit is, you have to raise money to help somebody. And there's lots of ways to do that. Everything from crowdfunding to writing a grant, from a foundation. Crowdfunding costs some money. And the other thing, tell you the truth, I would do is go to Find Help and find people now who solve that problem. So you know exactly how to do it. In other words, David, what do you want to do with your nonprofit? What kind of nonprofit you want to do? What kind of nonprofit, okay? Looking for a reliable car. Okay, Paul, we have a report. Tammy, can you get him the Paul Ring needs a reliable car. So how to get free cars, okay? And also, Paul, go to findhelp.org and put in cars, and you'll find there. I'm a think tank. I don't make money except for the research report. Well, well, no matter what you do, you have to, okay, so that means you have to find foundations to support your think tank. How are you going to do that, okay? And instead of, filling out the forms to do it, then you have to look for money. So look for money first. Where are you going to get people to finance that, okay? To do that, if you go to people, not Indeed. Smiley?
Yeah.
What's that Foundation Center book now called?
God, it's such a weird name. Candid.
Candid, okay. Okay, that's right. Okay. Okay, you want to start a foundation. Okay, starting a nonprofit is easy as spending money. Getting money to do what your foundation could do is the hard part. So do that first. To see where you would apply for money. Candid Foundation directory. Okay. Foundation Center, subscribe now. Candid. Candid.org. Okay. Yeah, okay. Here it is, candid.org. Okay. You could search that directory right now and find local people. It's a free directory and you could do it right at home. There's an upgrade that costs you money, but there's good enough to find out what kind of foundations that would support somebody like you want to do. Okay? For all the blessed information. Well, thank you, Ivory. What do you want to do, Ivory? And if you don't know how to use that database, then call your librarian. They know these databases very well. And they could help you on the phone, too. I can't analyze. And determine if they are viable or, well, why do you have to be a nonprofit to do that? Somebody else will pay for that if you think it's important to somebody. So there's always lots of ways to do things. But if you're spending money first on just the mechanics of something that you don't know will sell, you have to find out if things sell first, because that's the only way you succeed, because otherwise you're wasting time and money that investing in something that nobody wants to buy. You have to make money to make something survive. That means you need a customer. That means you have to know how to, who's going to buy what you got, you know. And that's a numbers game. That's hard. But it's easy to spend money. You know? It's hard to get business. And so that's why you do that first. So don't waste your time and money on something that you can't get business for. So you just flip this chart around. Mike, I'm looking for a site for property tax help. Okay, so you need to pay property tax help? Okay, I have a report for that, I'm pretty sure. It may be in something else. Let me see if I could get that for you, property tax. You could also look in findhelp.org, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and then put in property tax, okay? Findhelp.org, put in your zip code, then put in property tax, and you'll see, you know, nonprofits that help people with property taxes where you live. The other thing you should do is go to your office that collects property taxes where you live. Most of those offices have programs for certain categories of people where you don't have to pay, or they give you discounts and stuff like that. So find out about that first before you do anything else, okay? Okay, here's the property taxes. Okay, okay, disadvantage. Property taxes. I'm looking for a site property. Okay, Mike Gill. Okay, Mike, here's property taxes. Okay, David, if you're looking for people who help disadvantaged people start businesses, download this report, and it shows you how to find all those where you live that help people with disadvantaged businesses by going to tinyurl.com/Lesko, Lesko, misspelled my own name, Lesko local business. Okay, so down there, that'll show you how to get a list of 40 or 50 organizations where you live to help disadvantaged business people. Okay, I have so many business ideas. Okay, Ivory, Okay, you have to focus. The only thing way you get some done, Ivory, look it down below. I just put that tiny URL, and also look in the, unlock your goals. I put in there's a tab for people who want to start a business. So you go to that tab and follow the instructions. And you have to call people, make an appointment. Hey, I have a shitload of crazy ideas. I don't know what to do about starting a business. Can I talk to somebody about that? See, that kind of help is available. People don't know, and they think they have to pay people because you've been trained by Google. Google trains you to spend money. Nobody spends you to get things for free. So this is what you have to do to get things for free. You can't use the same techniques you used for Google. I don't have, what was that? I don't drive anymore. Well, that's okay. You do it on the phone. Make appointments with people. A lot of people only do that now. I tell you the truth. Thank you, man. I'm finding help. Vehicle giveaways, great. Talk to people, Paul. When you do that and you call people giveaways or whatever, and you call them up. If that looks good to you, call them up, and then when they say no, you ask them for other sources that may be able to help you. Some help you, some don't. But that's the only way you expand what you have. I redeem. I get a larger vehicle. I'm a homeschooling mom and eight kids. Oh my God. As the only worker. And right now we only have money for the bills. We need a vehicle for 10 people. Wow. Otherwise you have to make 3 trips, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. You start finding those organizations that help people with vehicles. There's plenty of them. You have that listing. Tammy, can you get her the listing or for the car report? Can I find a pay my business debt loan? Yeah, Lazar, those people that I told you that start a business, call them. They also help you with problems in your business. You gotta fix your debt in business, okay? I helped my sister do that, and I went down and talked to the people with her, and they helped her get out of debt. I mean, they don't just write checks, no. There's ways to use the system to do all this, and they'll show you and walk you through it, because your other option is you go to Google, and they're just gonna get money from you no matter what the hell, because they have to pay Google to be able to find you. So once they find you, then they have to pay Google. That means they have to get money from you. So you don't wanna do that. His outfit was a gift from his great grandchild. I don't see the T. Okay, it's tinyurl.com. That's the website, tiny, T-I-N-Y, url.com. And then slash, and then Let's Go Small Business. tinyurl.com / Let's Go Small Business, okay? That's important. I can analyze public, okay. Okay. David, if you think you can analyze public company, okay, sit down with a mentor that help you figure out how to make money doing that. And that's the people like the tinyurl.com / Let's Go Small Business. There were the nonprofit organizations. And also in findhelp.org, if you put in business, all those organizations help people start business. Some help big people, some start small people, whatever. So you have to fish around to find which are the right ones for you. And there's more than one, so you call a bunch. Okay, who else we got? I can't get a grant to pay flight school. Well, that's hard, yes, but it's not impossible. The first thing I would do is, because it's gonna be a job, I guess it's a job, if you want to make money on it, then there's more chance of you getting paid. And what I would do is go to your careeronestop.org, okay? careeronestop.org, okay? careeronestop.org. put in your zip code and make an appointment. Let's see, associate. Also, airlines have sponsored training programs. So start calling all the airlines for flight school because they need pilots. So you may be able to get a grant to become that, okay? And here, Airline Pilots Association, that's what you want. Airline Pilots Association. Okay. Also, see, associations are good for finding options for paying. Okay, so there's another place to talk to, is the Airline Pilots Association. Okay. Okay, a flight school cost like that. Okay, well, there are options, and the options don't come, easy. You have to dig them out, and that's what it is. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it, right? Opportunities don't mean everybody knows. Opportunities, you're finding things that people don't know. Well, okay. Thank you. Flight school costs like 20. Okay. Yeah, well, everything costs. Yeah, but the options are you find things that don't cost. I mean, that's why Google is where you learn about things, and everything in Google is there to make you make money. And that's what 60%. Remember, 60% of America is you have to pay for. 40% of America gives money for free. So that's why you have two games to play. Either the ones that, charge you money or the ones that don't charge you money. So the ones that don't charge you money, you are not in Google. So that's all you know. So that's all you're gonna see. And you think the world is that way. No, the world is not, is more than what we have in our mind or what we know. It's too big for any one person to know all that. So that's very important to realize. Let's see what, I went to Neo-Nazi Association meeting. That was crazy, lots of opportunity. I was the only black one there. Wow. I see you have a bunch of kids in the chat threading. I don't know about that. For collecting dues and fees, tap 5%. I don't know what's going on here. This is on YouTube, I'm trying to read. She said some other nice words, but those are no fun. I asked GPT to describe you in one word, and they say, I'm sorry, I can't use that kind of language. No, I thank you, Mr. Lesko, for all those years of helping people. Now, ChatGPT, I was putting in there, I was using Sora, make a movie. I say, give me that famous man in the question mark suit and put him in front of the Capitol giving out money. Yeah, they made it, knew me. And one time I'll do it and they say, oh, we're not allowed to do that. But in there, it does. But if you think I'm a scam, I'm a scam because people don't get money. So they say I'm a scammer. Now, the thing is, every website I give you gives money. Now, whether you get it or not is up to you and the website. I can't promise you're going to get money. And it takes work. So people see me and they say, oh, it sounds like it's real easy. And it's not. It may be, and you may get lucky. But otherwise, people are going to have to put some work into it. And that's where, the leather meets the road. And people don't want to work, or think it's hard, or they're convinced that it's easy because they read something on the internet that says it's easy. No, life's hard. It's a pain in the ass, and it's going to beat you up no matter what you do. So if you want to fight back, okay. If you don't want to fight back and you want something easy, wait for the next guy to just rip you off, okay? But I only charge $20. So if anybody's, people are out there pretending they're me, man, yeah, the images and everything are me. And they're saying, and they're IMing you. I'll never IM people or email unless my marketing email to join. And my emails will never ask you for money to help you get money. You join the community because we have 25,000 people. 25,000 people that help each other get money, okay? And that's what we are. I can't guarantee you get money. The only people guarantee you get money are the people handing out the money, other than that. So every website is legit. And let me know if they're not, because then I screwed up, and I've done that in the past. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money, so I know I'm sometimes right only 10% of the time. And that's something I think about all the time. So every website, it will give you money. It won't cost you anything to do it. And you have to follow up and do the work to apply. You have to call them as the best way to do it, because you don't want to, we want is the magic website that we could fill out an application and just wait for the money to come in. It don't work that way. It never has, never will. Well, I guess it has if you're already wired in somewhere, but no, the rest of us have to put one foot in front of the other and keep going forward. And that's what it's all about. And you get beat up, you'll get bumps in the road and get off course and all that kind of, that's why we have 15,000 people to help you every step of the way. Right now, like after I get off, tonight we have 3-4 more hours of people that are live on Let's Go Help that will answer your questions about getting free money and help to do anything. I'm only one of the trained SEALs here. And the other people are members. They're members, they'll be members. That's what it's about. It's about you helping other people, because if you don't help other people, then you feel much better if you're helping other people. This is why I'll do this till I die. I'm 82 now. I figure if I got, 10 more years to do this. And every time I help someone, I feel better. So if I know something that can make somebody else's life just a little bit better, man, I got nothing else to do. That's why I walk down the street in my crazy clothes or whatever, and people smile at me. I feel I have nothing better to do. If I could dress the way I love dressing and it makes people smile, man, if I could bring a smile to your face, I've done my work today. And that's what's wonderful. And we all can do that. There's no magic. It doesn't cost money to be nice. It doesn't cost money to help people. No, but it makes your heart grow, and that's the important thing. If heart's not growing, and I learned that as I get older and older, because the other things I worked on as a young man, trying to get stronger and faster and smarter, none of that's going to get stronger, faster, or smarter. That goes downhill at my age. Never get better. But I can love harder. And that's why I want to love people as hard as I possibly can, because that's the part of life I could keep growing, and you could keep growing that forever. And there's no reason not to. We're here to help each other. So let me help you if I can. It's at letsgohelp.com. I think I have something I could show you, because I don't have, no, that's fine. Help, Let's Go Help, tiny URL, small business, letsgohelp.com. What'd you do with that? Boy, people come in here when I turn my back, and they'll just take stuff right off my desk. I swear it was here just a minute ago, and now it's gone. No, it's not. It's right here. So letsgohelp.com. So if you're not a member yet, so go to letsgohelp.com. For $20, you get unlimited free help to apply to every government program you're eligible for. Free help to apply to every government program you're eligible for. One-on-one help. And like I say, there's 3, 4, 5 hours a day where members help each member. So you could ask a member how they got this money, and they tell you how they got it. So you could get it too. That's what it is. And no matter what you hear, is coming out of the White House, this money's still there. They're just making it harder. So there's more little roadblocks in the way that you have to brush aside and get over them, get around them, get through them to get. These are benefits that belong to you. Your benefits are sitting there because you belong in this country. So whether you want to buy a house or start a business or get a better job, get out of debt, get health care, legal help, get trained for something that you always wanted to be trained for, this is the kind of help that's out there. Get out of debt, bills that we have, opportunities to do. It's full of opportunity. The government, don't forget, this is 40% of our economy is people giving away free money. 40% of our economy, but you don't know about it. You know about the 60% that sell you stuff, and that's Google. 40% give you stuff for free. 40% give you free money. Now, what could be a better country than that, where you have 40% of you giving free money? But what's happening now is Trump's cutting out the people that tell you about it. The money's still there, but they have to tell you. So you're going to have to work a little harder to find this stuff because he's messing up the works. That's why it's best to start local. If you're not a member of Local Help, remember, you go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. That's where to get the help. Everyone there's 600,000 people in that database. Everybody there is giving out money and help for free. 600,000 people that you pay for in taxes and other ways that, by living in America. That's where your money goes, to help you with problems. We help each other. That's what being human is, helping each other. That's why we have 40% of our economy are people helping each other, because that's what humans do for other human beings. They help each other. Now, if you think we're only here to screw other people, well, there's a lot of that going on too, I'm sure. But there's also 40% that is help to help, because we all struggle in life. That's why we have people and the resources to help you in life, because we know it's difficult and we try to help each other. So we have the money to help you. And what pisses me off more than anything, we're the richest country in the world, and we create more poor people than anybody else in the world. That's right. We have more poor people per capita than any other developed country, not the poor countries, but the rich countries, about 36 of them. So that's why we're poorest people are fighting, inflation every day, because wages aren't going up. Their wages aren't going anywhere. The wages in this country are stuck. There, look at this. The last 45 years, wages for 90% of us. That's 90% of us. That's in the last 40 years. Wages went nowhere. Nowhere. 90% of us. Wages went nowhere. Okay, but the rich, they did very well. We don't have to worry about them. I don't know why we're giving tax breaks to billionaires when the 90% of the people didn't have a decent pay raise in 45 years. But that's a little political. But what's happening, wages increased 30% over 40 years. 30% wages, the red mark. Okay, inflation. What happened to that? Okay, that went up. What is it? 300%. That's why you can't afford living. Inflation's going up, everything costs more, but your wages ain't keeping up. And that's a pity. So they'll throw you crumbs here and there or whatever. But get out, make your life better, solve your financial problems, use the services that are available to get you out of debt, solve these problems. And that's why Let's Go, no, that's not Let's Go Dollar. I don't want Let's Go Dollar. Is that right? No, that's my old one. Let'sGoHelp.com. See, I told you I'm screwed up. You don't want to go there. You want Let'sGoHelp.com. Okay, that's what you want. God. See, the problem is Getting old, that doesn't get better. It gets worse. So that's why I don't have much time left to help people. Look at how many times I screw up. Let's go help. .com. We had Let's Go Dollar was for 5 days we were offering that, but that's gone. You're too late. So now you have to pay $20. And that means you're also eligible for our monthly grants. Every month we give out $50,000 to $70,000 to members. We got free grants to members. We give out money. We made a profit, so we give it to you. And we've given over like $1.5 million already. I'm just a schmuck little business. Nothing. I never thought I'd be able to do this. I give away grants like that. I feel like I'm Jeff Bezos or his ex-wife. She gives out a lot of money too. But it's letsgohelp.com. That's where you want to go. I'm sorry about I had Let's Go Dollar up. Man, I get in trouble every day. But it's fun. I love doing this, and I'm going to do this till I die, because if I can help you increase your life, just even if it's a little bit, maybe it's big, maybe it's small, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing, you don't know. But I know one thing, nothing will happen unless you try something. That's the only thing certain in life. And it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get any better if you don't do anything. And I don't know exactly what to do, but I know exactly what not to do, and that's nothing. So anything you do above nothing is a step forward. You have to keep going that way, because that's the only way you solve any problem you have in this life, is keep going forward. Because you're gonna fall on your ass, keep doing that again. That's a given. If you're human, you're gonna screw up, you're gonna fail at a whole bunch of stuff. And especially now when our economy's tight, everything's tight, but it's out there. It's just gonna take a little more effort. Please, let me show you how to get the free help, and you have to roll up your sleeve and be a partner in this. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen, okay? My 50 years goes to waste. I feel I've been doing this for 50 years and still people don't know about it. Holy shit. It takes work, man. It takes work. But letsgohelp.com, let me help you too. Wow, 76 trombones.